So, let's look at the daily challenge for today. So, today we have Hellhorned Umbra as our clans, same as yesterday, if I remember correctly. And the mutators today are Seeing Double. When the first friendly unit is summoned each turn, create a copy. Very powerful mutator. Musical chairs, shuffle the position of all units in the train after combat. And small hands, -2 cards drawn each turn. So that's rough. These two modifiers, musical chairs and small hands, make things pretty rough. Let's hope Seeing Double makes up for it. We can double up on our champion. I kinda wish Umbra was our main clan, because doubling up on Monstrous Penumbra or even just an Architect would be very nice. While the Hornbreaker Prince is a bit harder to abuse with Seeing Double, but you can still do some pretty solid things with that. Also, let's take a look at the scores real quick. There are a number of scores above 50k, but they are so short in runtime that I'm not sure if these are actually legit. But we'll see about that. These top two are definitely suspicious because they over 57k. The other two might possibly be legit. But below these scores, the scores are mostly in the 46 to 47k range. Hi, I enjoy chocolate. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you like my YouTube. Yeah, these scores are definitely confusing. Either there is some sort of combo here that only a few players have managed to find, or there are 4 cheaters here on the leaderboard. We'll see about that. So, let's just jump into the game and see what we get to play with today in terms of cards and relics. So, our starting deck includes Hornbreak, Perils of Production and Impish Scholar. Hornbreak is definitely nice. Perils of Production is also a pretty solid card that enables quite a few possibilities with going for Ember Drain builds, or maybe play very big spells or units. Impish Scholar currently not useful, but usually a pretty solid card. Has combo potential as well. There's also Sep Seraph as our final boss, so we have to face the Shadewings on that fight. Okay. Yeah, more so than the score, the very short run times they have on top of that make me a bit suspicious. Okay. Let's look out at our relic. Ooh. These are some interesting relics right off the bat. Whew. Considering we have musical chairs, mind checks is a little bit weaker. If we go for a heavy morsel build, it might still be valuable. Very valuable, in fact. Refined Void is nice, but it's not all that powerful overall, especially not with a Hornbreaker Prince who has too low health most of the time to really make great use of lifesteal. I think I'm gonna go with Mind Checks here. Even though it's a bit worse in this challenge than it usually is, I still think it should be pretty strong overall. Are we gonna buff up 2 brawlers? Maybe not. Probably better to go with a Reaper. Although the low defense has me a bit worried with musical chairs being in effect. Yeah, that's very true. With more capacity we can more easily use blockers in front of our units after they have shuffled and to protect the vulnerable units on our second floor. So, I could go with double Hornbreaker Prince here on the bottom floor to get a kill on the Forge Disciple. The problem with that is we lose a lot of health on our Hornbreaker. Let's look at the morsel first. That definitely helps. Let's go with Hornbreaker Princess here. The morsel can block the hit from the Forge Disciple as well as heal up the front Hornbreaker after combat by increasing his health. Let's play a Train Steward on the second floor to take out the Trusted Priest. So, first unit is gonna get doubled. I don't think we have a way to save this Hornbreaker. Yeah. A Rage 2 will bring him up to 39, which doesn't help. There's no need to block the damage from that this Hornbreaker is taking from the Forge Disciple because he will die to the spikes anyway. So let's duplicate this Train Steward instead. We could use the Perils of Production to kill the Trusted Priest. Save 3 health on a random Train Steward on this floor. We're not gonna need the Ember from the morsel anyway, so might as well do it. I do want 2 Train Stewards on this floor to protect the Hornbreaker, but the order is gonna be randomized, so that's a bit annoying. Let's make sure the Hornbreaker is definitely not in front. I think that's the best we can get. And he moved to the back, which is excellent. That gives us the kill on the boss here on the bottom floor. Fortify. Yeah, I like that. We need some armor generation to deal with musical chairs, I think. Wretch, Emberforge, Immortal Trade. This is an interesting one. It's probably not Wretch. Although... Yeah, I don't think it can be Wretch. We could go for an Umbra banner though. Duplicate the Ember Forge, that gives us a lot of Ember to play with, but we almost have no card draw to make use of it, so that's a bit of a problem. We also won't have it active right at the start. So we can't rely on Ember Forge to play out something like Shadow Sieges or Consumer of Crowns. Immortal Trade could be useful, to be honest. But currently we don't have anything with high health. But we are pretty much guaranteed to pick something like that up. Yeah, I'm wondering. It's either Skip or Immortal Trade. Currently, what do we want for upgrades? We could get holdover on Perils of Production. In that case, Immortal Trade would be much better. Double stack on the Fortify is not that important, but it's my best double stack target right now. Maybe the Immortal Trade would be better. Hornbreak can use the spell damage obviously, and cost reductions we can fit on Hornbreak or the Shade Splitter, so... Hi Rock Bogglesworth. It's going well so far, we perfected the first fight, but we only just started, so can't say much yet. I think I like the Immortal Trade, just because I feel like I wanna go to a spell Merchant of Magic, and having the Immortal Trade gives me much better use for a variety of upgrades. Permafrost. That's one of them, basically. Demon Fiend. I'm not against it. The problem with it is that it's almost impossible to play in the first hand. And we will not draw back into it in the early fights, so it's very annoying to get out. It's incredibly annoying to get out on the field. This is my main issue with Demon Fiend. It's just so hard to justify picking it early. Let's go with the Steelworker. We might want something to put in front of our champ. Let's upgrade a torch. I think I will take the Ember Stone as well. And then reroll. Double stack. The Immortal Trade is not great with the units we have right now. Let's go for the Fortify. It might very well turn out that the Immortal Trade is a whiff. We've played a lot with imps recently, Breeze, so I'm not against doing something else for once. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. I could set up a single Steelworker and a single Hornbreaker Prince on the top, with the Hornbreaker Prince in the back. Steelworker would go up to 20 health, effective health. These guys would deal 21, killing the Steelworker, and the Conduit Infiltrator will deal 5 to the Hornbreaker. So we could get a grand total of 1 single kill out of these. Ugh. This sucks. I wish I could double up my second unit plate. Setting up the middle floor. It sounds crazy. But I will rely on getting a torch for the boss. That's a gamble I'm willing to take. We could take out these guys on the middle floor, or we could reduce the damage we take to the top floor. I prefer doing this. Uh-oh. Only 2 more damage spells in the deck. Definitely remove this guy. And that guy. We got it. And we get the kill on the second floor. My gamble paid off. But this was a rough second fight. Vent. I'm into that. Ritual of Battle would be nice too. But I think I want a Vent more. Pack Morsels, Immortal Tray, Perils of Production. Honestly, I kind of want a Gorge of Lore on the middle. So I'm gonna go with Pack Morsels. Is Crucible Collector what we want? Can be. Might be. Not sure where to go with this deck right now. I mean, upgrades on the collector would be nice, obviously. There are a few Umbra units that would be tempting to pick up. Same goes for Hellhorned. Maybe less so. But I kinda want the artifact more than 115 gold Merchant of Steel. So let's go to the right. Split Anvil and Winged Technology. Winged Technology is very good. It's extremely good in this specific scenario. Because we will pretty often be jump blocking with morsels. Ooh, this is a bit early. Now I wish I had gone to the Merchant of Steels. Let's get a big Crucible Collector. We do have the capacity on the second floor, but we could also just use it for 2 50/50s on one floor. Daedalus gives us Shadow Siege again, then we just have a Demon Fiend for 1 Ember to go with it. There's worse things. I just want the stats on the bottom floor ready to go. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind some positioning cards. Ascent, descent stuff. Okay, this is going pretty well. We should have the kill here. Easily. Wretch last stand impolate. Is this really useful? Is any of these actually useful? I don't like a single one of these cards. That hurts. We have a strategy now, and it's called Overgorger. What am I thinking? We need card draw. There's no other choice. Not even close. Well, we got a pretty good rare card out of it, I think, with Overgorger. Yes, I want the removal. Yes, I want the Merchant of Magic. We are going left. Consume removal is not exactly my favorite option. With an Impish Scholar in the deck and a relatively low draw. I think this is just a reroll. Holdover, on the other hand. Let's go with the holdover perils. I need extra damage on this vent, and I'm willing to give it consume for that. Let's remove the non-upgraded torch as well as Train Steward. We want the multi-strike, we want the armor. The holdover perils isn't great yet, but it just gives me much more possibilities. I think this is once again a Crucible Collector on the bottom floor setup. Oh, this is nice. Okay. That allows us to use these morsels to kill the entire top floor. Well, we only need one of these morsels. I guess we want to eat the morsel miner. And the lifesteal is wasted, so we wanna eat the magma morsel, and we can use the morsel excavator to block. That's a bit annoying. We can't get the collector. But at least we can prevent... Wait! Didn't I have one more ember? I messed up. I wanted to play the Overgorger. And for some reason I thought I had one more ember. I like our general approach here. Except for this small change. The one ember is more useful than blocking a little bit of damage on the Homebreaker Prince. No morsels this turn. But this double Hornbreak is pretty nice. Pack morsels is in the consume pile. But I don't really want to double the Impish Scholar. Especially not on this floor. But I guess it's better than not doing it. Maybe it isn't. Can't even feed the Overgorger this turn. This imp will not be in the front next. This imp will be dead next turn. And we have the boss kill here. Not ideal in terms of Overgorger feeding, but I won't complain about a bottom floor boss kill with no damage taken. Speaking about imps, is imp in a box something we want or important work? Kind of like the imp in a box. Don't like these cards. Excavation Eruption is nice if we can cost reduce it. It's a pretty high impact card. I think I'm gonna go to the left here and skip the Merchant of Trinkets, where I can cost reduce the Excavation Eruption. Well, here on the left I can do that. Another holdover. That's a little rough to justify. Could put it on Immortal Trade and that would be solid. Holdover Eruption. I thought about that, but there are some problems with it. I don't really want that. If there is nothing great to slay, it's just such a waste. Yeah, Immortal Trade seems great, because I already have the Perils of Production on holdover. Let's reroll. Power Stone goes on the cost reduced Hornbreak, I think. Don't really need another cost reduction that urgently. But I mean, we are using Ember Drain and sometimes we will have the Immortal Trade before the Perils. So maybe cost reducing the other Hornbreak is valuable. And the 2 torches as well. Enemy units enter with Spell Shield and we are up against the Stealth guy. Which is a little bit of a problem because of Crucible Collector. We are most likely not gonna get a Slay here, so I'm not even gonna try. This is looking pretty solid. Which morsel do I want to double up on? Probably the Excavator. Probably the health morsel actually. Problem is, with this switching around all the time, they won't have full health. These imps are actually not that useful. Just wanna get rid of it. Did I already consume the pack morsels? I did. But I don't have space here on the top floor. This guy has sweep though. Yeah, it's okay. These imps just die. Morsels don't. The morsels are fine. Try to keep those both healthy. The full health one will be in front next turn, which is ideal. Just the problem is it's not enough. Our units will die before they even get to strike once. The backline one would have needed to be healthy as well. Because as is, he will kill both of them before they even get to strike a single time. Which means we have to prepare our second floor right now. Which is probably not gonna be enough, because this guy is pretty small still. Figured. Yep. Ouch. And with Prince being in the front, that's a problem. We get the kill. Rough boss. Really rough boss. Battering Ram, Branding Ripe, Higher Chomper. I'm thinking skip. Shroud Mitosis. Grovel. I want these. I want the extra morsel generation. I think we have a bit low morsel generation to take Shroud Mitosis, but it's easier to get more Morsel generation. I might regret this. But Traumatosis is just such a powerful card. We need to get some unit upgrades. Units gain an extra upgrade slot. I think I like that over Teeth of Gold. With the extra upgrade slot, I don't mind giving my Overgorger health ones. I do want to make use of these small upgrades. Not sure if I want the Endless on the Imp. I don't think I want that. Quick Overgorger is nice. I would like some more health on these guys. Where's our next Merchant of Steel? Here with removals, that might be where we go. I feel like our Overgorger is growing way too slowly. Well, we'll see. At least our Overgorger is now quick. Still needs multi-strike though. Otherwise that's never gonna be enough damage for flying kills. I don't think I wanna dupe these units. I think I just wanna have them on the same floor together. This guy with well, we can slay the statue on the first turn, so it's not a problem. I think we do want double Crucible Collector. Instead of having one Crucible Collector with a morsel. That's a lot of damage on this floor. Oh, right, these double up. Do I want that? If the cardless one wasn't in front... If the cardless one was in front, that would be nice, but... that's not how it works. So we need to play an imp first. We consumed the imp in a box and a torch, so we could get both of those back. Overgorger on this floor, we need to home break this guy. That's still 26 damage, but we will have life steal after that. The double unit mutator can sometimes be a liability as well. It's not as powerful as it seems. Start healing you up. Uh-oh. That is very bad. That is actually a disaster. Ah, did I misplace the Impish Scholar? Yeah, I think I did. Stupid me. I should have looked ahead. I could have seen that happening. Although it wasn't guaranteed for the Homebreaker Prince to be in front in that on that turn, it was still pretty likely. Final restart. We'll just take whatever I get this turn, this time. Yeah. Small hand can just be a bit of an unfun mutator, to be honest. This always happens. Maybe I shouldn't play the Impish Scholar yet. This gives me a pretty solid chance of Homebreaker not being in front. Okay. Where do I wanna have this rage? Can play it on the top floor, otherwise the Clipped Reflector survives the Homebreaker Prince and the Steelworker gets the kill instead. Unless I play the Torch also. Guess the Homebreak goes here and the Torch goes here. And we start getting rage on the Overwatcher. So it actually becomes strong enough to deal with these guys eventually. We have almost no muzzle generation. This holdover thing, together with the Overguard, it was a mistake. Maybe. Finally the pack morsels. They are very nice right now. We might get a kill on the bottom floor still. Should have counted the turns. Have to play the Impish Scholar on the second floor. Ugh. So much for the Impish Scholar. Life still on the wrong guy. Maybe I should have Yeah. not counting the turns until the boss showed up was a big mistake. Well, let's just finish this run. Dog deal. I want more muscle generation. Well, at least we get more draw. Let's hope this saves us. Doesn't yet save us. This is nice. Then we reroll. Large stone. Sure. No multi-strike. We have one final Merchant of Steel. We can maybe find multi-strike for the final floor. I'm also considering cutting the Steelworker. I think it's not achieving anything in this deck. And I kind of prefer the additional multi-strike here. Mainly for the extra armor as well, because our Prince is more of a catch anything that goes past to the top floor instead of a scaling boss killer. Second Hornbreaker does survive. We can have an Overwatcher here. Sadly, no Shroud Mitosis, which I am really sad about. Finally, Crucible Collector shows up. We need to play Excavation Eruption first though. Problem with playing it on this floor is if we hit all the Wildwings, which is not unlikely, the Overgorger dies. Playing it on this floor is probably safer. I would like to play... Let's start with Imp in a box. That doesn't help. I guess we play it on the bottom floor then. That is very nice indeed. One available. The Imp in a box. Yeah, I think that might be worth. Let's keep the Imp in a box for now. We need the damage on the Gilded Wing. Okay, we have a vent, which is very nice here on the top floor. That allows us to actually kill the Gilded Wing. These explosions, we will be at 16, we will be at 8. And then we kill the Gilded Wing. Okay. Double up on the Imp, Morsel. Can we do something with just one torch here? I think that works. Just a single torch on the top floor. Still kills everyone. Hornbreaker needs some more armor though. Then we have the vent for the bottom floor. Might as well add some extra damage against the Gilded Wing. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. kill 2 of these guys. Which makes this guy survive, but that's not a problem. The Overgorger will deal with that. In a quick way. No, because of the Wild Wings. Well, gotta do it ourselves then. Okay, this guy will be in the front, so he gets all the lifesteal. The other guy can keep getting the rage. Socket Imps, Pyre Jumper, and Fletchling Imp. I don't need that much Ember, so let's double up on the... Nope! I want to double up on the morsel. I should have put these morsels in front. Play the Pyre Jumper and the Fletchling Imp. And let's make a bunch of morsels for our Overgorger to eat. And I think we have the kill. We do. With more lifesteal, no one even has to die. No way to make any more morsels, so I guess that's how our Overgorger ends up in the end. Way too small for my tastes, but it's my own fault. Ooh, March of Shields. I think I have to. Cannibalize, yes. Definitely useful. Let's take a look at the Merchant of Trinkets, Resonant Shard, Hell's Banners and Temporary Talismans. That's nice. These are some juicy upgrades. No multi-strike at all. Should have taken a large stone, I guess. We'll take a health upgrade instead. We're not gonna get a flying kill, and I think we are already good to go on a non-flying kill. So let's just go ahead. Let's just keep the gold for score. Hellspanner would be nice in this deck certainly, but it's not gonna speed up our boss kill. We'll still kill in the same turn, which is probably 3-turn boss kill. So let me count. This will be a 10-turn boss rush if I kill Seraph this turn. So he comes down on a 3-turn when it's a 3-turn boss rush. So that's how I am gonna keep track of the numbers there. Look at these imps. These are pretty useless right now. This time around I do want as many Overgorgers as I can get. Too bad we got the Overgorger in the same hand here. stack some rage on the prince. No morsels to dupe, sadly. Oh, that's a lot of damage. So this is turn 3. This will be an 8-turn boss rush. This would have been an 8-turn boss rush if I were to kill Seraph that turn. We have to snipe this backliner. We still have to. This will be a 7th turn. So, if I were to kill Seraph this turn, it will be a 6-turn boss rush. So on 6 and 4 this guy is in front. On 3 this guy is in front, so he's gonna be our tank. Definitely went on the bottom floor. Played right away. I mean, we can get some extra damage out of it. So might as well. Perils go on this guy. Let's play the imp. A torch here or even here wouldn't be bad. Hornbreak isn't enough on either of those. We could make this not event. We could. And just kill these backliners with Torch and Hornbreak. And play the vent on this floor to kill these two guys. But that's not really that necessary. Yeah, I actually like the vent on the bottom floor better. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with 2 Gilded Wings going up. I still think I need to heal up this guy first. I already duped the imps here. 2 hits. I could block the damage from the Dark Wings, but I kind of don't want to. Killing this imp costs me damage on Seraph. Now our tank is in the front. I think we cannibalize the imp here. Maybe get some decent morsels out of it. Let's remove this guy. Health is probably better for these guys. And this is when we actually play Overgorger number 2. In case you were wondering. We're a little bit short here. Maybe we can fix this problem with a bit of extra rage. Not quite. Too bad. I would have liked the 3-turn boss rush, but I guess I will only get a 2-turn here. Because I drew the lifesteal so late. Maybe if I focused all my rage on this guy, well then I would have done much less damage to Seraph the other turns. So that wasn't gonna work either. Was not the best draw we could have gotten. Our score is gonna be pretty low for a daily challenge. For an actual try at the high score daily challenge. Ugh, 43k. Well, didn't work out all that well, but Small Hands is a cruel mutator. It's very hard to score well with that. And I kind of went in too many directions just because I was a bit afraid. Focusing a bit more on the Overgorger and feeding them might have given us better chances, but we still end up in the top 50 at least, so that's something. Let's take a look at these suspicious top decks. So, this guy ended up with over 1.5k gold and a ton of relics. Because there wasn't any gold generation in the game this time, this is clearly a cheater. Same goes for this guy. Yeah, 12k gold. That's not even trying to hide it. 14k gold. Yep. These top 4 decks are all not legit. Which is kind of annoying. I haven't seen cheaters for a while. But things like runtime, things like total gold, can really help you with figuring out whether or not they were cheaters. Also, what the fuck? A 10-turn boss rush against Fel? That's not even possible. If you kill Fel first turn, that's a 9-turn boss rush. Let's look at some legit good decks. This guy managed to 3-turn boss rush flawless everything. Do every trial. No flying kills, obviously. That was probably a good thing to aim for. He went with very small multi-striking Demon Fiends, which sounds like a great idea. The only problem with that is that he only picked up extra Ember very late, so I wonder how he got through the early game. Maybe he just had lucky draws. Honestly, I have no idea how this guy got through the early game so well. Yeah, I went magic. One horned home, yeah. First merchant is double strike, okay. This guy also went with Demon Theme, but he made them huge instead. Oh, he had a flying boss kill on Fell and Daedalus. On Daedalus? Wow. Well, he had these demon fiends, but I guess you can get a flying kill on Daedalus. That actually sounds possible. Last stand, Ritual of Battle, but nothing else. Well, Scorching Restraints in the very last drop. Yeah, that was a tough daily.